Welcome in, Trader Nerds. I am Sweet Bobby. Welcome in. We are having a wonderful, wonderful day. Hope you are as well. It's cold as heck. My personal trainer, she's 24 years old. She gets sick all the time. She canceled on me today. Now, is she really sick or she just wants to cancel? It's a good question. Not exactly sure. Maybe she's like, oh my God, I just can't imagine working with him again today. But the problem was it was my weigh-in day. But I weighed in on my scale. Now, their scales are lower than my scales. So according to my scales, I've lost 2 pounds this week, which means I probably lost 4 pounds. Which is good, right? So still going down. I'm 90% in target on my glucose. So I wake up this morning, my glucose is just fine. Everything's good. It's really fun. So everything's doing well. I had what do you call it? What's that stuff where you got M&Ms and peanuts and all that stuff together for breakfast? What is that called? Trail mix. That's what I had for breakfast. I feel good. Oh, and last night I had already logged my calories and sent it to her. So, and then I'm like, I had 400 and something calories left over. So I'm like, I went to town on Tootsie Rolls last night. Oh man, they were good. I had 9 Tootsie Rolls, and I sent it to her, and I said, hey, I just want to let you know I had a blowout on Tootsie Rolls last night. It was good too, and I still had like 200 calories left over, so it was good. Had all my protein in. It's great, 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 great. All right, so welcome in. Enough about me. Markets are up big. OB Steel, 1.29%. Well, what about that? Let's look at our big green monster. So remember, this is oversold. So oversold means we should go up into this area. So now we're in the next fair value zone ahead, right? So see, it's hey baby, we got nothing but blue sailing. You'd think we'd at least go to 41.35 at some point. Now, the only problem is, remember, if it doesn't go up, it's going to go down. And we see it just, it wants to fill this crack at some point. You just know it does. And you know that we're always looking at the point of control. Now, problem is this point of control would soon be replaced by this point of control. So, don't necessarily look at this one. Look at this, which would be the new point of control, right? And it wouldn't take many contracts to be traded here for that to take over. So this is kind of bullish, but we can always expect, gaps to fill. It's kind of cool to watch. But it really doesn't matter. That's the cool part. This is why I haven't been spending much time over here. It really doesn't matter what we're doing now. Just really doesn't matter. All right, so let's get in it. I got some cool stuff to show you, though. Let me show you this. All right, what's this, y'all? You see how this looks like a button? You know why that looks like a button? Because it is. What's this? So now, in the brand new spreadsheet, you don't have to enter VIX every day. So what it does is you hit this button, right? Boom. You hit it, and it updates everything. So, if you think the VIX has changed, just hit the button, and it'll change. Now, what you got to do, or it'll come in, is you got to come in now and go, okay, I need to replace that. All right, so you got to type it in after you get it like that. So it'll be replaced. So then this one won't show up until tomorrow. And then when you just hit your little button and it'll update. It's very, very cool. So I turned that into a macro. Macro does that. So it's really, really cool. And don't let me forget, y'all. I want to talk a little bit about what I'm going to do with T-bills. Okay, I just want to show you. I may even build a spreadsheet that'll make the determination for me and just tell me how many to buy, right? So I don't have to think. But I'm going to show you the formula that we're going to use to figure out how many T-bills to buy. Okay, so here we go. So let's go look at the, what you call the Tastyworks first. See how we do it here. Remember, we're no longer using this, right? That's when we were trade managers. We're no longer, so we're no longer using the decision tree. So let's go to our net leaky here. Oh, man. I'm not going to play the Jeffersons today. I just know we're down in everything because the market's big up and, Bobby Genius is out there selling calls against our great United States of America. Let's see what this one's doing. 36,219. Let me move this up so I don't show account numbers. Where the devil is it at? Here we go. All right, so this one is at 36,132.50. 36,132. 36,1. Tag it. 36,132.50. Right, y'all mean 36,132.50. Let's put that in. 36, 132.50. So the calls aren't killing me. Just I don't get to play the Jeffersons so much. All right, so we lost $86 a week. Gregson ratios. So let's see what our deltas and our thetas and all that cool stuff is. Deltas are, look at this, y'all, 9 and 61. 9 and 61. 9 and 61. 9. And ooh, I like that. Look at us getting good theta there. All right, so we know the VIX is 23. And let's see if they have recalculated our buying pair. 86.99. 86.99. All right. I'm gonna mention this a lot. Develop your guidelines and your metrics. Record your metrics. Allow your metrics to speak to you. Act upon what your metrics told you. All right, so what do my metrics tell me? My metrics tell me that I'm pretty much delta neutral. My metrics also tell me that I'm going about half speed. I could go up to 30 right here. I'm at 17. So I'm about a little over half, right? Are you conservative or are you want to be aggressive? Now on buying power, wow, I still got 11% more I could be using. So what does this scream to y'all? To me, this screams, hey, Bob, I'm not necessarily conservative, but I'm like, hey, I think I need to make a trade. I need to make a trade. So let's go make a trade, don't you? All right, so let's go over to our little Tasty Works thing here. And let's go trade. We're going to go table. I don't mind having a little more long deltas. So we'll go closest to 60 without going over. We're going to do a long put vertical. 1975. Some of y'all are doing these 30 wide. That's fine. Ain't no big deal. Don't bother me. That's 11. That's 11. 875 because we're getting all hung up. So let's go to what this looks like. 3,800, 3,850. That looks beautiful. 975 would probably get filled at 10. Let's do it. And shabunk, shabunk. And I said we're. You're going to be like this today, are you? Fine. Go to 10.25. All right, so we're feet. Build at 10.25. All right, so let's do what we're best at. Let's go sell a couple things, pay for it. So, around $10, So this looks like a really good one. But Bobby, the Fed speaks Thursday. Oh my God, thank you, Matt. Jesus, let me take that trade off. Oh my gosh, I love it, right? We pick and we choose because we know that's what the world's saying. Oh, hey, dude, we got Fed speakers, we got minutes, we got CPIs and BPIs and EFPs and GFDs, and we got all this stuff everybody's worried about. And you just can't be worried. We're traders. Now, keep in mind, if we blow out the old Kim, and next thing you know, Bobby's driving his Nissan Rogue down to Tijuana, Mexico, I'll be like that old boy that just blew up one of that crypto. I can't even remember what it is, FTX, whatever it is. I'll be like that old boy. I'll be going, since I don't have a private jet or anything, I'll just be, what do we have now? 10.25. I'll be just, Tijuana, Mexico. Me, Beth, and the kids will be down there, and y'all be like, that black glass where it's so good just left me high and dry. That's what I'll do. Let's move this over to the side. Oh my gosh, you gotta love it, right? So the reason that we can put on trades without being scared is because we're keeping things conservative anyway. This all is conservative, right? Our deltas are conservative, our buying power is conservative. If you want to be carrying a super trader, you use 70% of your buying power or use 50% at all times. I just don't feel like I'm that, I'm not that risk taker. So I'm not going to do that. Okay, John says, it occurs to me if you have broad range of expirations, 3 to 60, it's easier to get close to your buying power and theta max values. Why? you likely have profitable trades that can be removed if a pullback puts you in the red. Your thoughts, right? So, but I won't even be in the red until that happens, though, right? So, and we'll go through that a little bit, right? So, yeah, I've got broad range of expirations. I've got about 4 expirations. I'm not at my max buying power. I'm not at my max theta. So I do have profitable trades that I could take off. Yeah, but let's say moved if a pullback puts you in the right. And so this would tell me if I need to start taking off things. And probably if I was over 0.3 and over 35, there would still be, I imagine, profitable trades that I could take off at that point to get this down. I just don't think I need to do it now. So, and this is going to be hard for some of y'all to go, man, I don't know, Bob, I'm used to taking them off. But remember, there's a reason that we're doing this. Number one, Stacy screamed at us and said, y'all need to be doing this. And we didn't listen to her. And then I just noticed in this Tasty Work account that it was just doing so much better than the other 2 accounts. And why? Because in the other 2 accounts, I was closing trades. I wasn't allowing my put debit spreads to become the great warriors that they were. Right. So with that being said, my account looks good. There's nothing to do, nothing to worry about. Now let's look at the account. Let's go in and get under the hood. You want to? Not in the hood, but under the hood. All right, so let's go over here and let's look at our positions and let's look at the stuff that's closest to expiration, which would be these things. All right, and let's go trade, let's go curve, let's go analysis. And Theo expiration. So yeah, let's see. This is the stuff that's at expiration, right? So let me just do my 3-day stuff. Yeah, because I think that's where our management needs to go, right? If you want to manage something, managing the closest expiration first. So let's just look at the expiration here, shall we? Let's look at this. All right, what would you do? What would you do? Okay. Well, dag it, I hate it, man. This is going to lose me $148. Well, crap. And I'm already at that. Might as well close it, huh? Then I look over there and I go, what is this? What is this? So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 positions. Is that all I got? Don't got nothing down here. I got 6 positions left. And you know, you're hoping for a huge pullback because all of a sudden what is down $148 is up 601. Now, is that probably going to happen? No, that's probably not going to happen. But why would I close these? There's nothing to close or manage here, is there? Nothing's in the money. There's my strikes. I don't want anything closing in the money. You know, we don't want exercise and assignment fees. So this is beautiful, actually. Very beautiful. Nothing to do. Just sit here and wait.
Did you happen to take off your puts, or did you only put on the put debit spreads of these trades?
It's a good question. Maybe I did take off something over here. It's hard for me to know too, because I can't, let's see what we got in over here. What did I take off my naked puts? So we got 3,500, 3,450. We got 3,550. Wait a minute, those are 2 shorts though. So that's a long and a short. Hold on, let's see. We got 3190. 3270. Those are all short. So these are naked puts, right? Let's start at the top. Let's see what we got here. Let's start at the top. Okay, 3,600, 3,550. That's a put debit spread. Here's 2 put debit spreads, right? 3,590, 3,540. Here's a third, 3,500, 3,450. So I must have some stuff over here. Yeah, so here we go. I got 3 of them. Here they are: 3290, 3270, 3190. So we hadn't even shown them. Where are they at? 32. Where's my darn?
Then if you put those naked puts on, you should be a lot closer to break even right now, or maybe even profitable.
Where are my naked puts? I've got them checked. Am I not seeing them? What am I not seeing now?
Did you have them clicked in the analyze tab?
Oh, do I not? Oh, I didn't have them. Look at that.
Yeah.
Come on, Bobby. Get it together, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, I didn't. Here's what I was doing. I just saw everything. I didn't scroll up to get the rest of it. Oh, okay. This looks better. All right, so here we go. So I'm not going to be losing money now. Yeah, you're right. Good catch. So here I am, right? Here I am. I'm at max profit of the premium that we took in, really, right? $168.75 on this stuff. But here's why I'm not closing, because I got this right here. I got a nice little bucket to the downside. That looks better. There we go. That looks more familiar. Yeah, because it did look like I closed those, didn't it? All right, so that looks beautiful, right? Nothing to manage. And then you go, well, I don't know, Bob. What about the next expiration? You know, then you go, okay, well, let's look at the next expiration. Let's see what it looks like. So it's a little bit more difficult over here, isn't it, to get everything, but that's fine. Hey, we got nothing but time. I'm just an old retired fart with 5 or 6 kids. What else do I got to do? What else do I got to do? Nothing but time. All right, so let's go here. Let's get on my 15-day stuff. Let's see what this looks like. I sent an email to Tom Shoshnoff last night, so I think I got all my 15-dayers there. Right? So this is my next expiration. Let's see how this looks. No be still. Look at this, y'all. Here we are. We're already at our little max profit if the market goes up. Look at that. We're at 138. Close it. No, don't close it. Why? Because we got magic mountain down here to the downside. Come on, baby. Fall, fall, fall. Well, Bobby, how can that be? Your whole portfolio's got positive deltas. I know, isn't that cool? Look at that, y'all. Is that a thing of beauty or what? Look at that. I like it when you scroll it like that, because that looks big. Right? That looks like, oh my, oh God, this looks good. I mean, I could just sit here and watch this all day, y'all. Isn't that fun? You go, fall, market fall. All right, that looks good. Enough boasting, right? Screamed with love, yes, absolutely. Stacey, you screamed it with love, and we just didn't accept it. We were like, what's Stacey on about over there? But she knew, the woman knew that we were in trouble. She knew that we shouldn't be over here doing this. Look at this, y'all. Here's what no loan spreadsheet. Stacey knew intuitively, or through trial and error, or through whatever. She knew that just boasting and getting all these greens right here, she knew that wasn't the way to prosperity and riches. She knew, you know, taking these things off, you know, at little bitty profits and just profit. She knew. So what we had to do now is like, let these things just go, baby. Look at this. 3 days left in trade. That's the way to do it. 15 days left in trade. And you can check real quick, like to see your positions here. You know, we got 15s and 31s and 45s, right? That's where we're all filled up on. And we ain't closing nothing. So this is the way. I'm convinced this is the way. Scream with love. That's what I'm going to call this. You just gave me the title for, you know, I have to come up with a title every day, right? And I try not to be too clickbaity, like all the YouTube people, you know, like, here's how to make $1 million in 20 seconds, right? And you go, oh, everybody in the mama will watch that, right? And then instead of me making $100 a month off of YouTube, I may make $101. See what I'm saying? So, yeah, this is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say scream with love. All right, what were we talking about? Oh, let's look at these accounts. I know they're probably down a little bit too, because old Bob is selling calls like a madman. And I don't know, have y'all settled it in y'all's head? We still haven't. There's still lots of debates going on behind the scenes. Should I sell calls? Should I? I don't think you need to. Oh, how'd y'all like to see what Tom Shoshnoff said? Y'all gonna be mad I'm talking to Tom Shoshnoff, aren't you? I love Tom, by the way. Love him. All right, Tom Shoshnoff. See what Tom says. I was just touching base with the Tom man. He said, thanks, Bobby. Appreciate the note. I'm glad everything's going great. I look forward to the segment with you and Dr. Jim. Per your feedback, the long spread will definitely give you protection and potentially more profit in a choppy market like this. Over time, however, I think the debit could be a pretty significant drag on returns. Still, I'd be interested to hear what it looks like the longer you do it. Good luck, Tom Shoshnoff. So, Tom Shoshnoff says, you know, it's likely to be a drag on your overall portfolio, on your overall returns. I agree wholeheartedly. If we're in a raging bull market, but I'm comfortable with that. If we can do what we did last month, 5%, you know, I think I'm good. So we're going to see. You know, jury's still out. We're going to see what we're going to do, but I'm fine with that, aren't y'all? If I'm underperforming the market and market does 6.99 and I do 5.65, I'm okay with that, knowing that I've got that downside protection. Yes, hedges cost us a bit of money. As you saw, it was difficult for us to keep up with the theta burn. It was like theta was going down every day. And we just couldn't keep enough theta in the tank. Look at this, y'all. What wasn't this tank? It wasn't this account. We were able to keep up in this account. This account, we only turned blue one time, but I was putting on trades every day and we're still at the lower end. We never could beef it up. But when you look at the other account, when you look at the IRA account, man, it was all we could do. It's still all I can do. Look at this. I can't keep up. I can't get enough gas in the tank to get me, to keep up with the market. So yeah. So I think Tom's got a great point. Now, keep in mind, Tom is not a one-trick pony either, right? So he's thinking about that. I'm just going to do it in one underlying, then I'll do it in Tesla, and I'm going to do it in Apple, and I'm going to do it in all these different things, where we're not able to build these things up into these significant warriors, these significant defenders. If you're just doing it in one underlying like we are, you can put several of these on. So he's talking about just doing it as a single trade so that my returns may be less. So you got to understand, he's thinking more in terms of trades. You and I thinking more in terms of portfolio, even though he does address portfolio returns. All right, so let's go check on this thing, see how bad our calls are killing us today. I do hate calls, hate them. Does that mean I'm never going to sell them again? No. We're good. Everybody's good. Y'all chill out. You just hear me crap about the same things over and over. I'm sorry. Net licky here is 26,870. 26,870. So we're down a bit. 26,870. Now that doesn't mean that we're, you ought to be concerned on those calls, right? We lost $125. Am I concerned? No, I'm not concerned. Because my Greeks and ratios control everything. Let's go to those. Greeks and ratios. Monitor. Oh, does anybody need anything? Do y'all need something? Do y'all need any of my charts? I don't think you need them to do what we're doing, but if you want any of them, that would be good. I can share it with you. So if y'all need something, I'd like to have something set up. Bobby's whole setup, I can share the whole thing with you. So whatever y'all need, you just tell me. So let's say here, where's my dad burned? Oh, y'all got to watch this. Well, I guess we got to put them in the groups. Wait a minute. Where's that darned old? Oh, here's what we got to do. Yeah, wait on. Yeah, make sure you're showing this, because really, I don't think we need to include our T bills in our stuff, right? So just do your stuff. So -18 and 52. -18, 52. If y'all need anything, I'm always here for you. -18, 52. -18 and 52. Oh, I'm liking that. My theta's nice and 0.17. Well, no, 0.19. Don't be still, Bobby. Okay. 8,000, 79.86, 79.70, 79.70, 79.80. Put it in before it changes. 79.80. So you and I are at 30%. Uh-oh. What would you do? I tell you what I do. I'm gonna pump it to 35%, baby. So when I say this, I go, hey Bob, why are you slowing down? Put on risk. Everything looks good. Let these numbers speak to you. Now, if your thought process is, I don't know, Bobby, I'm scared about the old Fed minutes tomorrow. I don't know, Bobby. No, you're over halfway on your throttle, right? Halfway would be 0.15. So you're, halfway on the 0.3 scale. Deltas look good. You got to let this speak to you. And it starts speaking to you, and you go, okay, I'm comfortable with that. So what do we do? Put on trade, right? Put on trade. So we'll go here, trade. Don't do the ESs, because we'll definitely blow this account out. And we don't want to see Bobby on the way to Tijuana in a 2011 Nissan Rogue with all 7 of my family members, plus my mama. I'd have to take my mama too. So that'd be 8 of us in the Nissan Rogue. I guess we could take the Toyota minivan that Beth run over a bicycle with. Unbelievable. It's got a dent in the front of it. I'm like, man, can't run over my kid's bicycle. Well, they ought to put it up. Hey, I got you. So we're going to do the 3850, 3800. 3850, 30. Oh, hard to get up. And then Beth was yelling at me this morning because I let her oversleep. Now, keep in mind, I ain't the one that gets up. Beth gets up, and she said, "Bobby, you're on your phone. It's 7 o'clock. That's what time we got to leave. Why don't you wake me up?" I'm like, "I don't know what time you get up because I'm always asleep when you get up." So, and then she's blaming me. I'm like, unbelievable. You can't blame me for you forgetting to set your alarm clock. Shit. I'm at an age where I'll be having like grandkids and stuff, right? Like in your 50s, that's when grandkids. I just got a late start, y'all. I'm a late bloomer. That's like I was really hot and good looking in high school, but like look at me now. I mean, yeah, I just bloomed late, I got my hair dyed, rusty almond. I'm gonna get my veneers on my teeth, on my tooth. Got all this stuff going on. I got acupuncture treatments going on. All right, so then we're going to sell 2 of the 3430s. I mean, it's not easy, y'all. 3430s. 3430s. We're going to sell 2 of those. We were able to sell those for 10 and a quarter. Let's see if we can get 1050 out of it. That would be steal. That'd be great, right? So the market may be selling off a little bit now. See if we can do that. Come on. There we go. There we go. Do y'all want me to record these, or y'all hate seeing that every time? I don't want to bore y'all. I've got my spreadsheet caught up yesterday though, so that's kind of cool. All right, so we got our trade in over here. So let's go look at the other Kim. You never close your eyes anymore. All right, so here we go with this Kim. This is the IRA. Bobby, you can do this in an hour. Yeah, you can. Isn't that cool? You can do this in the IRA. So our IRA account is it's going to be down a little bit too, right? 104, 400. 104, 434. 104, 434. 104, 400. Dag it, we were so close. 104, 400.34. Can you imagine what we'd be doing if it wasn't? I don't say it. I'm not going to bring the C word. Never use the C word in mixed company. So I will not do it today. So 104, 400. So we're down 169 here, but that's really, this kind of doesn't matter. It does over a length of time. We're spending more time on it now, but that's not important. Our positions are totally safe. So let's go get our Greekies. Clicky. So over here we are at the devil 10.6 and 106. Oh yeah, 10.06 and 106. 10.06 and 106. We may be over the 0.10 category. Hey, that's enough to play the Jeffersons just to know what I'm doing. It's like my Weight Watchers leader used to tell me from long ago, Bobby, you got to celebrate the small victories. 26,876. 26,876. Boom, daddy. All right, let's let it speak to us. Okay, I'm at the minimum here. Okay, my deltas are flat, no adjustment. I'm at 25%, can be at 35. I don't know about you, baby, but it's been hard putting gas in the tank. Let's put some gas in the tank. Just top it off. So go here. Let's do a 2 trancher. 45 days. And we're going to do the, 3850, 3800 again. That's great. And think about all those people today that are spending all that time on Twitter and all that time trying to figure out what to trade. Oh, what's the next greatest thing? What can I sell a put in? What can I buy a put in? What can I buy a call in? And they're just the roach bugs at the farmer's table getting the scraps. Why would you do that? Just put on some stuff, baby. Trace. We know what to trade every day. Isn't that great? Let's do 2 tranches of them. It's going to cost me $108. Tom Shosnoff says, Bobby, you're gonna have a drag on your portfolio. Okay, Tom. I know what you're talking about. But we think we're gonna be fine because when we do have a little pullback, man, we're gonna make some bacon. Get that in for 1050. Come on, baby. There you go. And then we're gonna do 2 of the 3430s. Is that 30 or 80? Ooh. Speaking now, since I'm getting all my surgeries and stuff taken done, I need to have LASIK surgery. Anyone ever had that done? I don't know, man. I'm scared about my eyeball. Really scared about that. I don't like nobody messing with my eyeball. So if we could get 1075, that'd be great. So we could do 4 of these things. 4 of them. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Come on. There we go. That's Big Daddy doing it. All right. So, and I really need to, after I lose my weight, I need to have that we call liposuction. But now I have heard that stuff is painful. Oh Lord, and I don't know about that. But what am I going to do with all that fat? Like if I could like dress it up with like some duct tape or something, just to kind of pull it together. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Now, what were we saying? Oh, good. So we got everything in. So if y'all, do y'all want to look? Why don't we look at our call positions? If y'all are sort of scared, some of y'all have already taken y'all's off. Y'all said, screw this. I'm not doing that. So let's play here. High simulations. We got let's go to 1 expiration. See how we're doing. Let's see if our call shouldn't be messing anything up here. So we'll go here to today, go to today. All right. So here's my portfolio. Looks pretty good to me. Where's the risk at? The risk actually, right here, I'm at $1,900 of profit. I can get 500 more in 4 days. If we go here, I can go from 19 to 19. Right? So I'm at 19 here. If I go up 5%, I'm still going to be at 19. Everybody see that in 4 days. If we go from $1,900 profit here and I go down 5%, I'm going to lose 19. So I'm going to lose 1,000 in the next 4 days if that were to happen. Make sure I got everything right here. Got everything checked. Hide simulations. I don't. All 4 should be sorry. Now, got to double check these things, y'all. I was doing a lot of analyzing yesterday. All right, so let's go back to analysis. So now here we are. We're at 19. We're going to be at 24. Right? Well, let's say 2,000. So if the market goes up 5%, we're going to be at 2,002, right? So no big deal. We got no risk to the upside in the next 4 days. Do we got any risk to the downside? Well, let's see. So we're at $2,000 profit here, right at. And if we go down 5%, I'm going to close at $915 at that point. So yeah, I got a little bit of sniffing to the bottom side. Now, what you can do is there's some cool things, y'all. Have y'all heard about, and now I use this differently than some people, I'm sure, but you've heard probably about risk reversal. Where's my dadgum pen? Those kids, sorry. So, risk reversal would be this, right? If your risk is here, what you could do is do something to prop this up, right? Right? Prop that up so that and then to move this down. So since the upside looks better than the downside in this first expression, what you could do is take risk from this side, which has no risk, and place the risk to this side, right? So what does that mean? Well, that means if you were going to balance this out for the next 3 or 4 days, what would you do to take risk from this side and place the risk? No, not place the risk. You're taking risk. Well, how can I say this? You're making you got no risk over here. So you put risk over here, put more risk over here, right? So you're taking risk from over here. That's it. It's just the inverse of what I said. God, I get y'all so confused. I know what I'm saying. So how could you do that? Well, number one, to move this down, I would go and to move the break even up over here, right? To move this, downward. What I could do is I could sell a call or I could sell a call spread, right? I could sell a call or sell a call spread. So that increases my risk on this side and bumps this up to the downside. So there's all kinds of things that you can do there. Now, what else could you do? We could buy some stuff too, right? To bump this up over here. So you could buy a put, or you could buy a put debit spread over here, right? To pump that up. So there's all kinds of things you could do. And so what you're doing is you're reversing risk reversal. Now, there are people that have specific risk reversal trades, and I've done things like that, but basically you're putting more risk on this side to decrease the risk on this side. Now, do you have to do that? Absolutely not. We're kind of getting in the weeds here, but I like teaching y'all, some pretty cool little advanced stuff along the way. So then you go, okay, well, let's see what our next expiration does, right? So we got an expiration coming up on the 19th, today's the 15th. What if we go to the next expiration? We go to 2 expirations. Okay, so that's this little pink line. So right now look at this, y'all. So now we're talking about what, 16 days? Yeah, 16 days till November 1st. So look at those numbers over there. So we're at $2,000 profit now. If we hang out here, y'all, in 16 days, our 2,000 is going to become $3,348. What happens if we go up 5%? Our 2,000 is going to become 1,600 today, but it's going to be 2,500 in a little bit. So we could go anywhere from 2,000 to 2,500, 2,000 to 3,300, or 2,000 if we go down a bit, 2,000 to 3,000. Isn't that cool? So you're going from 2,000 to 3,000. 300 actually. You go here, you go from 2,000 to 2,500, or 2,000 to 2,900. That's pretty doggone balanced, y'all. That is really balanced. Everybody with me? Make sure everybody's following. Okay, let's add another expiration, right? So let's go, here we are, 11/15, 11/19, 11. So we got today, 1 expiration, 2 expiration. Let's go to the 3rd expiration. Let's see what that looks like. All right, so now we got this little white line right there. It looks like oatmeal. So you going, okay, I'm at 2,000 profit today. If we hang here until the 17th, my 2,000 is going to become 3,700. What happens if we go up 5%? My 2,000 is going to become 3,100. Okay. What happens if we go down? My 2,000 becomes, look at that, y'all, 4,200. Oh, be still. Oh, that's pretty, right? You're like, go down 5%, baby. Let's go. Now, let's see if we can add another expiration. Let's add our 4th expiration. Oh, look at this monster. Oh, be still, my heart. So now you go, okay, we're at $2,000 profit today. If we stay here through the 31st and we're singing, should old acquaintance be, I don't even know that song, but we're singing that and we're hanging out at the Possum Drop in Tallapoosa, Georgia, where they drop, what's his name? Anyway, they dropped a possum. He died of natural causes. All y'all that are animal rights activists, don't be, getting upset. He was hit by a car, and Bud Jones, who is the best taxidermist on the planet. If y'all have anything you need taxidermy, Bud Jones, he's like 90 years old. He stuffed him, and we've been dropping him in Tallapoosa for years. I used to host the thing. All right, so we got $2,000. If we hang here, we're going to be up 3,500. If we go up 5%, my 2,000 is going to become 4,000. Ooh, did I say 2,000 becomes 4,000? That's because of those calls. Evan's sitting there going, man, he's just getting hot and bothered right now.
It's funny because I just unmuted myself. I was gonna bring that up. You've only sold 1 call over there, and now you have a lot more profit to the upside. So
look at Evan. Evan's sitting here going, Bobby, you just see, hon, how you can
you
go.
just have to be patient.
You gotta be patient, Bob. Your $2,000 could double to 4,000. You fat black glass. That's what he's thinking. Now, he didn't say it because he's a gentleman, but he said, no, there, Bobby, just by your little 1 set of calls, if we go up 5%, you're going to be singing All Lang Syne or whatever it is at the Possum Drop in Tallapoosa. You're going to be excited because you doubled your money from where you are now. Okay, I got you. Powerful testimony, right? All right. Or if we go down, I'm going to go from 2,000 and we expire here. I'm also going to 4,000. Y'all, that's a pretty dang good little deal. Now, what about if we go 12% down? Look at this. 12% down. My 2,000 is going to become $7,500. Might drop. And what Evan's saying, hey, Bobby, if you'll keep putting them over here, over here up things, and you're going to be up, $7,000 if you just kind of balance the things out. I got it. You can absolutely do that. So y'all, we have a tremendous little strategy here. It's really cool. And if y'all are not excited about this, if it's over some of you's head, let's say y'all just started and you go, man, I can't do this, but trust me. I think if you'll hang with it, most of y'all have. I'm talking to the YouTubers that are just watching this for the first time. If you'll stay with us for about 2 weeks, if you can sit through all the garbage and the nonsense and the, all the stuff we talk about, the eat up with the diabetes and all that, I think you're going to do really, really well. Okay, I just think we got a strong strategy. You start looking at these expirations, you go, my gosh. So now let's look at the let's isolate the calls, shall we? So over here, let's go put our things in our groups so we can look at them. Just doing an analysis, and I hope y'all enjoyed the time we spent on the analysis tab. It's really good. Analysis is really good. So now we can go. Let's get our groups and let's get our naked calls. Naked, baby. So here's our naked calls, and they're only in one expiration. We hadn't put them in mini, so let's put them in there. So here it is. These expire on December the 31st, right? And you're going, man, Bobby, why did I sell a call? Market's up 1% today, and I am down on this position $318. Okay, and what Evan's saying, hey, y'all chill your roll a little bit. You're going to be up $202. That's a $500 turnaround on this. If you'll just hang in there, and you got a little patience, right? So then you go, well, what if the market goes up 5%? You're going to take a hit, y'all. You're going to be down $1,500, but still, Evan's going like, dude, you're going to be up $212. That's a $1,700 turnaround. So he said, why aren't you now, when the market's up, you ought to be selling more of them out here, right? You'll be selling more out here and move all this stuff up. So let's see. So today we're down $306 on the position. But Evan's like, Bobby, you got some call debit spreads. It's offsetting that. Look at this. They're up $105. So really, you're not even down $300. You're down $200. If the market keeps going up, you're going to be up, young man, $400 if we use price. So you see how it all works together, and these things become stronger and stronger and sweeter as the days go by. It's just amazing how it works. Just amazing. All right, any more questions on any of this before I talk briefly about T-bills? Because I know y'all are all excited, because I've been whooping it out on people. I'm like, yeah, I bought a few T-bills last night. Okay.
Can you buy a T-bill in Tastyworks?
No.
In an IRA account?
No. What did Ed say? I wish Ed's on vacation today. I don't think he's really on vacation. I know what he's doing. He has signed up for Don Kaufman's boot camp.
Did he ask for permission to take a vacation?
He told me. I mean, it's not like he even asked. It was like, what's the problem, Ed? I mean, hey, he hadn't checked in, he hadn't called, he hadn't written. And I'm like,
where's the loyalty?
Where's the loyalty, man? And I know where he's at. He's at Don Kaufman's house on some darn island in the Caribbean, and they're playing basketball. I got it. Ain't no big deal. I love Don Kaufman. Don Kaufman's good. And I talk a lot about Theotrade. I love Theotrade. Y'all don't ever think that I'm saying bad about Theotrade. The only thing I don't like about Theotrade is, my God, they call me, they text me, I'm like, I want somebody to love me like Don Kaufman loves me. That's what I'm trying to find. If somebody just loved me like that, man, and send me as many emails as he sends me, trying to get me signed up for stuff, I'd be like, but y'all, you can't live on an island unless somebody's paid for that. So he wants me to pay him $250 plus the $99 a month. I got it. No problem then. All right, so let's look now. Let's go to the Sweet Bobby IRA spreadsheet. Okay, so we got $104,000 here, right? So what, and I know that I'm going to use no more than 30%, and at max, I'm going to use 50% if the market goes, crazy. Now, I may get up to 70%. So I got to keep that in mind too, right? I don't want to start having to close things early and all of that. So, but I think that I could say that easy, if I've got $104,000, let's do a little Jeffro Bodine ciphering here. So if I got, let's just round it up. I got $104,000. And I'm going to use up to 50% of it for my little option strategy, right? So I can divide by 2, and that gives me $52,000 that I can put into T-bills. Now, I know some of you might want to buy them out a year and all that kind of stuff, but y'all, we in this account are about liquidity, right? We're about liquidity. So I can do 52,000, and I like doing those little house fly. I like doing those little 30-day ones, right? So 30 days. So 4 weeks is 28 days, not quite 30. So I think what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to divide my 52,000 that I'm going to put into T-bills into 5 different weekly sessions instead of 4. I could probably get away with 4, but I'm a little more conservative. I want to make sure I got ample liquidity. I don't have to turn these things off if I don't want to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide this by 5, right? So that every week I'm going to buy this amount, and I'm going to do this amount each thing. So I'm going to divide that by 5. So I'm going to buy $10,000 of T-bills every week. And then I'm just going to keep letting them roll off, baby. 10,000, right? 30, 33. I've got a ladder here. You remember when I talked about my ag teacher telling me how to get rich by planting trees on Mama's property? So that's what we're going to do, right? You don't plant all your trees on Mama's property at the same time, because you got to wait 20 years for your harvest. And then you're like, crap, now, man, I got to wait another 20 years before I can harvest my trees. No. So what we want to do is this, right? We want to divide our T-bills up just like the rainbow, baby. Give me a rainbow. All right, so we want to divide our T-bill forest, our land that we can do T-bills, and we want to divide it up kind of into those 4 different sessions. Now I'm saying 5 because there's 28 days on them, right? They're 30 days and 4 weeks is 7. So I'm doing it 5 weeks. But basically what I want to do is take a 4th here, you plant the trees here, right? Plant in year 1. Then you wait 5 years. Then you plant trees in the next quarter of the property. Then you plant trees over here in the, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. So then what you're doing is by the time these have all been planted, it's time the next 5 years to harvest these. Because these trees now, these pine trees are 20 years old. Holy shimon. So I cut those down, and what I do, I plant them again. And then I now wait 5 years and I harvest these. I cut these trees, sell it to the putwooders so we can have paper and cardboard. And then I'm planting these back. So you got a whole little cycle of putting them on, taking them off. And I got some coming off every week. Does that make sense to everybody? I've got a harvest every week because I'm doing these. I'm laying them out here. So can you imagine if I today go, man, I got $52,000, I'm gonna put in T-bills. Okay, let's do it today. And I just do one single tranche. I gotta wait 30 days before I can harvest and then put them on. So this way, every 7 days, right, on the timeline of life, from here until I quit doing the T-bills, I say, hey, man, I need a little extra liquidity to put into my options. Well, no big deal, because I got T-bills coming off here, right? X'd out. They're harvested every 7 days. X, and then I'm putting on new ones every 7 days. Very cool. Now, the cool part is you say, well, Bobby, I didn't think they count against your margin. They don't really. Ed said that we can use 99% of it for our options buying power, right? So apparently they're not taking hardly anything for our buying power. But I just want to know if I need it, I got cash. So what am I going to do today? I've bought like 3, so I'm fine today. I think I'm going to start my little thing today. I'm going to buy $10,000 worth of T-bills. I'm going to put the order in today. I think I can do the order today. I'm just going to buy 10 tranches of T-bills. Anyone got a better way of doing it? And I'm going to do the 30-day ones because I like them coming off. Could I get more interest if I said, well, Bobby, ladder them out for 60 days or 2 months or 3 months or whatever they offer? Yeah, I could, but that's not the purpose here, right? If I were to tell my mama, we're going to do a ladder for you. And so we're going to do some 1 years and some 2 years and some 3 years and some 30 days. I would probably be in different expirations for that. But since this account is primarily for trading, what we're going to do is we're going to just put a portion in, so that instead of the broker, I like how Ed put this, instead of the broker taking our money that's sitting there idle and them buying the T-bill, let's buy them ourselves. So that's all we're doing. Any questions on that at all?